first port of call is Syros, where my plan is to show you a real mix of the things that makes this part of the country so awesome. It's a place where there's plenty of that old world charm and scenery to die for. But they all have their individual personality. Syros, the only place in Greece that has 50% of its population being Catholic and 50% of the population being Greek Orthodox. Up there is the Catholic Church, and behind me is the Greek Orthodox Church. But there's so much more. The Rebeckical music. It was the commercial hub of the 19th century. There's so much to see in just such a short time, so I've got to get moving. Dominating the skyline of Hermopolis is the Church of the Resurrection. It occupies the highest point overlooking the city and harbour, so naturally is one of the best spots for views. The blue dome commands attention, and even the most undevoted visitors are taken aback by its presence. The time is mid to late 1800s, and the refugees from Psara, Chios and Lesbos have been here for about 50 to 70 years. They've built up massive trade and commerce, a lot of wealth. This was the time when they invited Italian, German and even Greek architects to create an architecture that would become the neoclassical style of Syros. This town hall, 22 years to build, and it's absolutely magnificent. I've only seen it in photos and I'm really excited. But what's important is the senior staff and the union delegate hung around and tried all avenues to reinvigorate it and possibly find a new owner. They were caretakers and proud Syrians that didn't want to see their pride and hard work go down the drain. Their persistence paid off when a local industrialist purchased the yard and brought it back to life. To show us around was one of the key players in this turnaround, Andonis Chazandonis, crane driver and president of the shipyard's labour union.
This is the main shop.
The main
machine shop.
Right. What's this thing here? It's huge. What is it?
This is a shaft from the propeller of the ship that hit a rock, and we came here to repair it.
Right, so it's a drive shaft and the propeller goes on the end. That's massive. Like a lot of Greece, during summer, this port is extremely busy. So to avoid chaos and accidents, there's a harbour manager. Having been to plenty of islands over the years, I've met my fair share of them. And there's one trait they all have in common: their characters. I guess you have to be to deal with all the different personalities coming into port. Here, the larger-than-life person controlling the madness is Thanasi. His quirks are many, but the one that stands out is his fashion. He somehow manages to colour coordinate his wardrobe, from shoes to sunglasses. He even matches his folder to the scheme. Apparently, he has a different outfit for every day of the month. Now that's dedication. Our crew are dedicated too. Captain Yanni had been watching Thanasi and was banking on a day where they would both be fully synchronised. Looking at the skyline of Hermopolis, there are two churches high above the port. One is the Blue Dome Church of the Resurrection of Christ, and the other is St. George's Cathedral, the former being Greek Orthodox and the latter Catholic.